Hello my friends, I have an unboxing I'd like to share with you all. As you can tell, this is from Endlesspens, and I typically order from Pen Chalet, but my next go-to is Endlesspens. They have quite a lot of other brands that you can't find at Pen Chalet. So definitely, if you don't check Endlesspens, you should give them a look. One of the things I do really enjoy is that if you sign up, they do send you notifications of their hop drops, which are like really good discounted fountain pens at a limited time frame. So and then you also get access to other products that are also limited. Okay, so my okay, you saw what that was. This came at a time when I happened to notice their hop drop, which I wouldn't have otherwise noticed if they didn't send me a message. Okay, so there's only a few things in this package, and all of these things had a wonderful discount, which was perfect. And I am really excited to get into it. So let's just jump right in. So the colors I did get are Robert Oster Tea Time, Robert Oster Soft Kitty, Warm Kitty, and then Sailor Manyo Samir, or Samire. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but I love the Sailor Manyo inks. And of course I had to get me another blue ink, but I'm pretty sure that it's gonna have beautiful shading, and it's still gonna make me happy. Okay, so I do have quite a few opuses. I think this is my 4th Opus 88, but it's a different model. And this one they call the Jazz Solid Color. This one is in the extra fine, and it is also a Flexy pen, which is exciting. Okay, so this pen is a lot larger than I imagined. I thought it was going to be like their pocket size pens, but I am excited for the fact that I can have a opening here for the ink level, and to have the cutouts for this extra fine. So we will see how springy this extra fine is, and hopefully not overflex. But this is the white, and I don't have very many white pens, so I felt like that would be really fitting to add to my collection, to think of the things that I don't have. So I will be dipping this nib into my favorite of the 3 fountain pen color, and then we can see how it writes. So I have my traveler's notebook, and I'm going to go into the section for swatching. And I did this first swatching a while back, maybe like a week ago, and I didn't date it. So boo-hoo to me. I need to get in the habit of dating my page, and I will do that as soon as I can. So I have my water container here and my paper towel. I'm going to be using my Kakimori dip pen and nib. And I'm just going to continue on down here, but I'm going to be putting in the date first. And I think I'll just do that with a pen so as not to use a fountain pen or anything, but I actually don't have many, I don't think I have any fountain pens right now that has black ink in it. Okay, let's try this one. So I always like to give my inks a little bit of a swap, swirl, twirl. Oh, this is really pretty. So this ink is definitely something I don't think I have this type of, this color, this shade of green. I have a deeper green, which is the Pelican green. There are definitely, it's nice to be able to write with this pen and just twirl it to find more ink. But I will say that there are certain sides that are smoother than others. All right. That shading is so pretty. The question is, how does it write in a fine fountain pen? Is it going to write on the more light side or the dark side? All right, next one. I'm a little worried that it might look like Plum Out, but it's a little more blue. Kind of like a blue-gray. Interesting. Yes, it's looking more gray. But I think as it dries, I'll get to see some more color shift. It's a little bit purple purpley gray, and I hope it's showing in the camera. But at like right now, it doesn't seem like it's that interesting. Am I being too hard on the ink? It doesn't seem very interesting. There's not a lot of shading. I thought it was going to be more gray, purpley pink. And I just see purple, blue, gray-ish. Now there's a little bit, after it dries, it looks a little bit more interesting. And I'm ready to move on to the next page. Okay, so let's do the last ink, which is this one. So I'm just gonna take it out. And it comes in this beautiful, oh gosh, look at that. How the light hits the edges and how light it gets. This beautiful glass bottle, 50 mLs. You can see the color in the cap. Gorgeous. Okay, that's so pretty. It looks like water blue. So we are gonna call this Sailor. Monosumir. And actually, I should have just called it Sumir and then Sailor Manu. Completely forgetting the standard nomenclature that I've established. Okay. I'm excited to use that. And I'm going to include one more ink. And that is this ink, which did not come in a box. I bought this off of Amazon, and I'm gravitating towards blues again. I don't know what it is, but this is more like blue turquoise, and I thought, well, let's swatch it out since I haven't swatched it out in this notebook just yet. And let's see how close it looks. Oh, it's a little bit lighter, but still just as pretty. Nice and bright. So this one is called Blue Mar. Blue without the E. and M-A-R-E. And this is Rohrer Klingner. Klingner. I forgot about the extra N. And yeah, it has a little bit more green to it. This color almost reminds me of Amairo Iroshizuku. And I'm curious how close they are in color. Okay, so now to decide which ink I'm going to be using. I think I'm gonna use Tea Time. And before I fully commit, I am just going to dip the pen in the bottle and grab just a notebook so you could see some samples. And this is just a Oasis notebook that I got free from one of my orders. And it has fountain pen friendly paper. This pen is quite large. I have a couple of other pens nearby that I can show you a size comparison. So this is the Galen Leather Narwhal fountain pen. So it's a little bit bigger. And I have a Twisby. I cleaned it out. I forgot to put the plunger back. Twisby. And then another Opus 88. So it is about the same size as the demonstrators. I didn't know that. Interesting. So I dipped it in, trying not to get too much of, oh, it does post, but it becomes huge. So I won't post it. So anytime I have a white grip fountain pen, I always make sure I wipe off the ink that may get on this part of my fountain pen, just to make sure that I don't get any staining. Pretty smooth. You can see I'm applying a little bit of pressure, a little bit more. See if I can get you a little bit closer. Now this is an extra fine. I seem like I can get about a fine in the downstrokes. I'm just gonna dip it one more time. I will say that this is a stainless steel, so it's not super flexy and it's not super, it's a little bit harder to flex. You have to go slow and push down. But it is keeping up. This is all in real time, so it's, you can see the flexing. Because this is an extra fine, it's not as hugely noticeable as if it were like a medium nib or maybe even a broad nib. But I am not mad. So this is the white. I don't see much railroading either. And let's see if it writes reverse. It does. And it's not very scratchy. It looks like a fine. No pressure. Wow, this is really nice. I like it. And I think it's a pretty wet, it feels like it's a wet writer for being an extra fine. But yeah, so it's doing pretty good. You can see the cutouts there. But let's write, oh, I forgot the name. Cozy. Comforts. That is the name of this Endless exclusive. And even if you don't write in with like, you know, calligraphy or with a flexi nib, you could still use it as an everyday general writing pen. So all right, so that's all I have to talk about today. I'm going to be doing a little bit more videos this weekend, hopefully, and hopefully I can get the video up on my last unboxing of some more Superior Labor products. And then also I did get a question about what are my covers that I'm using, so I may do that as well. So anyway, thank you for joining me today, and let me know if any of you guys have this extra Flex extra fine fountain pen from Opus 88. This is a new standard fountain pen nib that they are already offering, and I think it just happened recently. I haven't seen many videos about this Flex the Flex, what is it? Stainless steel nib. So if you do have it, let me know your thoughts and tell me, would you buy this pen since after my little demo? All right, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.